Hey everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about IEEE 802.15.4 that is protocol. So why it is used and where it is used. So basically it is used to connect the personal area networks and which are low powered and they are having limited amount of power with them. So as this protocol is having very low overhead and low consumption of power, this is very suitable for the wireless sensor networks where the end nodes are having a limited amount of power because they are battery operated. So there it is used and okay, now coming to the characteristics of IEEE 802.15.4 protocol. So the first characteristic says that small packet size of 128 byte including MAC as well as the 103 bytes of payload. So the packet size in this case of in this protocol is 128 byte, which consists of 103 bytes as the payload. So the next point says use 64-bit MAC address but has provisions for 16-bit short addresses also. So it is basically using the 64-bit media access control address, but it can also use the 16-bit short address if the end node is very limited in power and in terms of the processing abilities. And the next point says support for multiple topologies, so it can handle star as well as mesh topology, and it can support the hybrid topology which consists of star as well as the mesh, so that is a combination of star and the mesh topology. And the last point says data rates between 20 kilobytes per second to 250 kilobytes per second. So this is the moderate data rate which is supported by the IEEE 802.15.4. So as this is used for only low power devices, it has got a moderate data rates of 20 to 250 kbps, and its range is also medium, that is 10 meter to 30 meter. So these are the characteristics of IEEE 802.15.4 protocol. So now coming to the benefits of IP over 802.15.4. So as we are discussing in 6LoWPAN why it is implemented, so that is basically connecting the IP and 802.15.4 protocol. So it is acting as an intermediator or broker between them. So what are the advantages offered by the IP over 802.15.4 is an important topic now. So the first point says the previous nature of IP networks allows use of existing infrastructure. So if you use 802.15.4 protocol only, then we may not able to use the previous infrastructure which is already set in the globe. So if you use IP, that is IP version addressing, then we can go for the previous infrastructure. So the cost which is used for the application of the project, or maybe some any project if you are applying, then the cost will be reduced because you are using the infrastructure which is already laid, that is the basically internet. And the next point says IP based technologies already exist and are well known and proven to be working. So the IP based technology is nothing but the mobile phone technology, if you can take an example. So it is already existing and it is well known because we all are using mobile phones. So it is also an IP based technology and we have a lot of knowledge about that technology. So it is better to use that type of protocols which understand the IP protocols. And the last, that is third point says tools for diagnostics and management and commissioning of IP networks already exist. So there are a lot of tools in the market which are used for the solving problems of the IP networks and how the IP networks can be managed. So we have two different IP networks, that is IP version 4 and IP version 6. So that is 64-bit and the extended one is the 128-bit. So that is the latest one, that is IP version 6. So there are a lot of tools which are already existing in the market for the management of those IP versions. And next point says IP based devices can be connected readily to other IP based networks without the need for intermediate entities like translator, gateways and proxies. So this point says the IP, so if this is the IP based device and this is the other IP based device, then we can easily connect these two devices without the need for the intermediate entities, like there is no translator needed in between these two IP based devices, or we don't want any gateways in between them, because they will be understanding each other's protocols and they will be talking with them, or transferring data directly within them, and no proxies are required between these two, of course. So these are all the benefits of IP over the 802.15.4. So I hope you like this video. Please guys, hit the like button and subscribe the channel for more updates.